All right, welcome back. One Timileyin Ajayi caught with girlfriend's head in Nasarawa church, allegedly. Yes, the Nigerians are reporting this everywhere. There's a report here actually on Punch Nigeria. This was going viral this morning, was trending everywhere. It says worshippers at a church in Orozo, a community that shared border with the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Orozo, and Nasarawa State on Sunday apprehended a man identified as Timileyin Ajayi, found carrying the decapitated head of his girlfriend in a poly bag during a church service. The incident has sent shockwaves through the community and across the internet as graphic pictures and videos of the suspect and the decapitated head of a young woman circulated widely online. The incident occurred around 11 a.m. during the Thanksgiving service marking the end of a 7-day fast. Speaking to Punch Online, the church Bible study teacher and General Secretary Caleb Umaru recounted the event, and I quote, "It was almost the end of service around 11 a.m. during the final pledge and prayers. A church member, Bro Victor, opened his eyes during the prayers and saw someone passing by the river close to the church, carrying a bag, and his movement was suspicious. That drew his attention. He called the attention of another brother, Brother Amos." Umaru explained, the two men found Ajayi sitting at the back of the church. When he saw them, he threw a black nylon bag into the river, Umaru said. Umaru explained that the river's water level was low because of the dry season. They inquired from him what he threw into the river, and he said nothing. After many questions that he didn't answer, they left him and went back, but didn't go into the church, Umaru stated. Shortly after, two bikemen arrived. While they were discussing outside, the two bikemen came and asked the brothers if they had seen anyone pass through, and they asked the bikemen to describe the person they were looking for. When the description matched, they told the bikemen that the person was at the back of their church and the guy was still sitting there, which I consider a miraculous intervention, Umaru said. One of the bikesmen said he picked the suspect up from a neighboring town, Lokotie, and he observed that blood was dripping from the bag he carried. The bike man questioned the suspect about the content of the bag, but the suspect asked to alight close to the church. The bike man, not wanting to confront the man alone, called another bike man to trace the suspect. The four men confronted Ajayi, asked him to retrieve the bag he had thrown into the river. As the situation unfolded, church members gathered outside, and the pastor was informed. He came out to join the group before returning to alert the congregation about the alarming situation. People came outside, and he was surrounded, and he was repeatedly asked to open the bag. Umaru said Ajayi suddenly started running, and the men ran after him. Umaru added, it took the grace of God for the four men to be able to catch him. That's why you can see the video happened in a bushy area like a farm. He ran very far. The bike man started hitting his head with a stick from the church brothers, tried to stop the bike man from killing him because they wanted to follow the matter up. The guy was injured and was already weak and couldn't talk, and still no one knew what was in the bag. My pastor took a bike to go bring a policeman, but he couldn't find a police officer at the station until someone called the policeman to come, and that's why you can see in the video I shared one policeman interrogating him. In the video observed by Punch Online, the police officer in plain clothes asked him how long he had been dating the lady. He said like a year. Umaru further explained that the suspect was asked why he had knife cuts on his hand, and he said he had an argument with his girlfriend. Umaru said the suspect narrated that he collected her phone and saw she was chatting with another guy, and they started dragging the phone, and the girlfriend used the knife to cut his hand, which led to the injury. He said he collected the knife and did the worst into her neck. I didn't want to read it out because of our YouTube.
That's right, yeah.
Someone went to open nylon bag in the church area, and someone came to report to us that it was a human head that was inside the nylon where we were, and people started rushing to go and see for themselves. Umaru stated, when asked while he was taking the head. He said one woman told them to bring the head for her. Umaru added, he said the girl is from around Mararaba, Nyanya, and he told Nyanya, and he doesn't know her relatives. Umaru told Punch Online that the police officer called other men from the police force and they took over 30 minutes to arrive. They carried his body because he was lying down and almost half dead, and they put him in the police van. They also took the head, he said. The police van and the men of the police force were also seen in the video posted on Facebook. Netizens have identified Ajayi as a gospel singer, and Umaru confirmed that a friend from Lagos had mentioned his background as a gospel musician. However, Punch Online has not yet independently verified these claims. He was asked what job he was into, and he said he is into social media management and he is a content creator, Umaru said. Umaru could not confirm which police station the men came from. Punch Online initially contacted FCT Police Public Relations Officer Josephine Ade, as Orozo was presumed to fall under Abuja's jurisdiction. She clarified that the area is under Nasarawa State, redirecting the inquiry to the Nasarawa PPRO Rahman Nansel. However, attempts to reach Nansel were unsuccessful at the time of publication. Umaru said the incident has deeply shaken the church community. This was my first time seeing something like this physically. I only watch it. I have not seen something like this before. He said, this is all according to Umaru, right? So, but you know, Nigerians have gone to uncover his actual video of him singing gospel music in the actual music video. So, he just put that out there. But that's it.
This is sad. This is
Yeah.
sad. It is tragic. Um, and let me say that it's also uh, um, one other moment when the serenity and the peaceful ambience of Orozo. That's one place that I know very well.
Really?
Around, yes, I actually was there around the year 2000 to give a career talk at the technical college there, and yeah, they also have this prominent Loyola Jesuit uh, Catholic school there. You know, some of the students from that school were involved in the Sosoliso hair crash back then. Um, yeah, it's located around Karushi, in Karu local government area of Nasarawa state, just the borderline
I
between
see it's on the border, yes.
yeah, borderline between Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and Nasarawa state. That said, this is a story I don't want us to really go into
Okay.
tonight, deeply into tonight, because for me, there is something challenging to our corporate or joint humanity about this thing. And this is happening over and over in Nigeria. You know where I stand when it comes to issues or speculations about ritual killing. I almost don't really know how blood stuff can be used to make anybody richer or poorer, how it can boost the fortune of anybody, other than a lie that is being sold from the pit of hell as to, yeah, vague and vain, empty promises of riches, earthly wealth. And even when Jesus Christ himself was taken right to the pinnacle of the temple and was asked to take a bow before Satan so that all the glory and whatever of this world will be given to him. He shut the devil off, shut him off. So in our time and age, this, you know, the saddest thing for me
Yeah.
as a Yoruba man, that name,
That name, Timileyin
and
Ajayi.
Ajayi, you know, more of, yeah, this is known, I mean, about everybody in Nigeria, every tribe in Nigeria. But really, when you remember that iṣẹ́ ni oògùn ìṣẹ́, you work hard. That is the panacea for all your toil. And we are beginning to lose our ọmọlúàbí.
Hmm.
You see, that thing about us as Yoruba people. And then now we turn to all strange contraptions in order to become wealthy or to become rich or anything that we want to do. And outside, the ultimate feeling of betrayal. One's girlfriend, one's lover, one's wife or spouse, man or no. There is something about this that shows that many of us just go around in the clothing of human beings. Yet, in there, we are worse than wolves and beasts of the field. That is just my
Your take about it for now.
Yeah. For now, but this is a story we must follow. We just have to stay on the story, and then let us know what is behind it. And then we need to know the identity. There must be a name to that decapitated
The girl.
individual.
Yeah.
There must be a name. Some family must be troubled tonight. There, some beloved individual will no longer be returning home, and that is just an archetype for similar losses all over the world.
So I'm glad that you didn't highlight the fact that it's a gospel singer or make any extra. It really doesn't matter, right?
We're talking of the heart of man being desperately wicked. It could be a driver.
It's no respect for your religion or your faith.
Or religion or what have you. All kinds of people have done stuff in Nigeria and all over the world. How about the serial killers that we see in America? Have you forgotten? Ban, torture, and kill BTK in Wichita. Church president, Baba Ijo for that matter, which is a wire relay mustache.
Right.
Even though that be a wire King Sonny Ade. Or two bomb to that be wire King Sonny Ade. And he was doing that for years and taunting the system and the police until he was eventually caught. What I'm telling you is that you can go by all kinds of vague identity to identify evildoers in the society. Even an editor could be the worst serial killer in the community. Forget what people try to pretend to be the best. But whether it's William Shakespeare that says there is no heart to know the construct of anybody's heart on the face, or you're talking of the Bible talking of somebody being desperately wicked. One thing that is established is that beyond the veil, things happen. Things happen. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Join the conversation in the chat. That's it for this week. Hopefully you have been enlightened, educated. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.